think this is the third one that's being recorded, or the second. One
Second,
of
I
the
think?
two.
Question mark.
It's the
Second, I think.
number
I think
I
one.
it's the
think
second.
second. I think it's the second. And you guys, after going, because you were in this kind of like a tunnel that was leading you to this like kind of like big like open area with it's like the rest of the city. It's paved and it's like cement and stuff, but like it's like a very big empty. Like imagine what it looks like when you see like a parking lot where after the building, like if you go to like a Kmart and like the Kmart is like gone and it's just giant kind of like.
That seems really relatable.
However, in the middle of it, I would say it's not empty for what you guys see, but it would be empty if you didn't see a giant dragon kind of like slumped over in the middle of it, kind of covering up most of what the would be empty space would be. And it's interesting because he seems to be like you can tell he is like alive, but he's kind of just like he's kind of like his head's down, almost as if like if you like he's not like standing up. He's more like on like on the ground. His like not standing up or he's not standing up straight. It's more so he's just kind of like flopped over, like laying on his like stomach side, just kind of like. You don't see many like cars or anything, and like as I said, it's like there's like cement, but it's still very like uh not kept up. Like there's a lot of cracks, and it looks very like not well kept. People don't really come over here, it seems, not often. Um, you guys pull up in your car after coming out of the small tunnel, and you are greeted by this gigantic uh dragon. Its scales are it's red, but its scales are kind of prismatic in the way that they catch the different lights. But as I said, you this is like first part of the city where it's not really there's not much skyline because this is more towards the like you're literally able to see like the sky or would be sky, which up to this point it's kind of always been you've seen it, lots and bits and pieces of it, but you can finally get a kind of better view of it now, where you could tell, as I've mentioned before, there's no stars. The sky isn't even like black. It's like or like even dark blue. It's like purple and dark red that are kind of like roiling in like what I would describe as kind of like it's almost like it looks very I don't know how to describe it. It doesn't look like a regular sky. There's no clouds, there's no stars, there's nothing, except it looks like you're staring into like a void of several different colors. And
Like Vincent Van Gogh's Starry Night, only wrong.
it's not like that much. It's more subtle than that. It's like the colors are dark enough that it's not like it's that noticeable, but they are like kind of like roiling slowly, kind of, and you just see the different like slight dark shades of purples and dark reds kind of like in the sky. So it looks very you finally get a better view at that. What do you guys want to do?
So is
So
the guy just like standing in front of us?
Okay. The dragon is not like directly in front of you. There's still like space between you and the dragon, pretty decent chunk. I'd say like 40 feet. It's just like this is a very big open space with a very big dragon in the center of it. So it covers a decent chunk. So it doesn't look too empty, but it's like the dragon is kind of just like in
because
the
I think
middle of
we
it.
were under the impression that Grandpa Dragon here is a location that people like go to.
He is actually
Is
I
make an
thought that it
investigation.
was
is
like
Make
a
an,
portal into his stomach, so
we'll
is he
see.
is he big enough to go into, or
Oh
is
no,
this
he is huge. Like as I said before, imagine like like a mall or a
Gargantuan.
mall. Imagine like a mall or another building that's like an apartment building, like a that's like he is that big. Like to you, he is so huge that he's basically built like giant building size. As I said, this empty lot of space where it would be empty is mostly filled by him, who acts almost like he's big enough that it's like you have to look up to even see where like his like the tip of his face is like huge compared to you guys. It's not like he's just a small dragon in the middle of an empty thing. He's a huge dragon in the middle of basically something that would be empty, but isn't because he's there. You know what I mean? Although there is some space between you and him in the beginning part when you come through the tunnel.
Should go check it out.
I think it's a good idea, partner.
Here to
Just
figure out
kidding.
why he has a tummy ache. Does he look awake? Well, he's been asleep, right? That was the.
He's asleep. Make a quick would this be inside or just perception? Make a perception check.
What is my perception?
Guidance.
Not as good. Ah! Well,
Ah,
that D20's lost. Let me get another one. Hold on. Well, no, she notices nothing.
Guidance.
okay. What did you get though? I'm
I rolled a
curious.
1 plus D4. 1
Oh
plus.
god.
I
Yeah,
got a 4
it's just a giant dragon. It's just kind of like
there.
kind of there.
Hmm.
I'll say you don't really see like. Does anyone else want to do a perception check?
Sure.
I will. I'm gonna guidance myself.
Bilbus must open his character sheet because he's not
No,
smart.
no. I got a 26.
Okay, all right. Looking at this dragon, you see that like he's awake, or he's not asleep, not really like, but he seems to be trying to like quote unquote rest. But you do notice that he's like kind of like breathing, not shallowly, but kind of like it's almost as if someone's trying to like rest, but they're in pain. But you also notice that there are like coming from his like nostrils, you can see small like lights that don't appear to be like flame or anything. They appear to be coming from somewhere inside the dragon. Another thing you notice is that like this place is majoritively empty, but like the road actually continues from the inside of the tunnel. Now that there's actually like three other like you're in one tunnel, there's like two other tunnels kind of like alongside coming out of separate different uh like they're like different roads coming out of different tunnels as if you could have gone here from a slightly different direction. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Is
So,
that
we going in?
another thing you notice is that like there appears to be like one or two people that are like standing outside of the dragon. They appear to be dragonborn, but they appear to like they you could tell dragonborn are pretty decently large. They are dwarfed by this dragon. As I've mentioned before, this dragon is like not even just building sized; it's like department store sized. You know what I mean? It's huge.
So let's make a house call.
Say you're gonna. I'm gonna say
We're-
riding up.
Are
I'm gonna say riding up to the dragon.
Bilbus, I agree.
Yes, me, Bob. So you guys just like continue driving up to the where the dragon's mouth, like where like the like it starts.
I suppose if there's like a designated location for vehicles to go.
It seems all three of the roads kind of like converge at one point, and they get to just like a road that kind of just like ends. Like the road just like kind of ends into the pavement right where the dragon's face kind of is. It's not like a perfect thing because the dragon moves and is like a living thing, but you can tell like that's where the dragon usually like rests his face, so people can like get up.
Can I cast detect magic when I get close and see if it's a magical sickness?
Magic dragon. Okay. So James, this you don't even need to get close. This is a ancient dragon. This dragon
Well,
maybe at some point
yeah.
was extremely powerful. It's kind of like you see now, it's very old. And even though this is like the world you're in is technically like purgatory or the afterlife, it seems like this dragon is not like immortal in the sense of that it will like die, but it is you can tell it's the type of thing where it might just like stop existing. It's just like that old. It's not gonna like die in like the same sense. It's complicated, but it's not as powerful as it used to be, it seems. But it definitely has magic.
But can I use the detect magic to see if there's like any curse or something that's causing it to be sick?
Any curse?
I imaginarily cast it.
Imagine I cast it. You don't notice a curse. In fact, you notice that like yes, this dragon has magic, but you feel like it should have more than it does. Like you feel surprisingly less magic than you'd think based on how like big and I'd say imposing, but it's kind of just like flopped over, like kind of just like its face on the ground. It's not like so you know you think it should have more power than you can tell it has.
Okay.
So we going in?
Here you go. And
We going in, boys?
I believe so.
Suppose.
all right,
Well,
as you guys, oh,
she's kind of wondering. It's not. We didn't ask, but I don't know. She's just kind of looking at it and being like, "Do you think it knows it's here like this?
I
Because
mean, it's a possibility.
Because it doesn't seem like something a dragon, especially an old dragon. I mean, it's sort of on display here.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if this is like some kind of magical sleep?
magical sleep.
Something like
All right,
guidance.
make an arcana.
It's kind of shitty. 11, 18.
This dragon is looking okay. You can tell that at some point, like this dragon had like it was not you you don't get the feeling that it's like, oh, this is on display. You can tell that at some point the dragon like had a job or had something to do that was besides just like housing people, but housing people came along with it. You can tell that maybe at some point he protected something, and that's why he was here. You could
But
he seems kind of just like
does it look like the sleep that he's in is like something magical, like a spell cast on him, or is he just sleeping
you can
on
just
his own?
it's not magical. It just seems like he's kind of like very weak. Like he's just not enough to like fully become not conscious, but to become fully kind of aware. Do notice though, like in the midst of his like I'd say snoring, but it's just kind of like noises. You do notice like the occasional like the kind of like scream in pain, but the kind of like grunt or like to indicate like he's kind of like not doing well.
Not comfortable.
So
Can I
we're going
medicine check him?
Medicine check the dragon. Yeah, it's okay. Yes, you also have not really gotten like to get really up close to the dragon, actually touch the dragon.
Yeah, I feel like it would be
It's
better
a
if we
huge,
went inside and then saw what was making him
yeah.
all upset.
Yeah, I would make. Wait.
Also, I will
or
mention
make
as
sense.
as you approach the actual like the face of the dragon. One of the two guards looks at you, like in the car, look at all you guys in the car, and says like, "Halt! What business do you have in Dragon's Gut Ghetto?"
We're here for like the Osmosis Jones role play, you know. We're gonna go in there. We're gonna. You could ask Sanjay. You know,
We were asked to check on his condition.
Ah, all right. Well, that's the case. We are actually very in need of your help. Then come. And he looks over to his other guard and says, like, "Hold on a minute." All right, I'm back. Sorry. He looks at to us over at the other guard and says, "Joshua, lift the maw." And like this, you now see that like the other Dragonborn guard is like holding a rope, and he just like starts pulling the rope down, and slowly the top of the dragon's uh like the snoot, like the mouth starts opening. Right, follow me. I'm sure you have much to discuss. You must meet our elder. And like the dragonborn soldier or the guard kind of like leads you in to the mouth. As you walk in to
I'm looking like. Do you have like do you have like plastic bags that I could like put on my feet or something like that?
oh,
It looks kind of wet in there.
get used to it. Come. And he just like kind of like walks off. You notice as you walk into the dragon, it's kind of like as you begin to walk in, you see like it's kind of like a situation where you could see the top of like it's while you're inside of it, you could see like the tongue and the jaw, but then you see after they get past like you look down, you could see like where the uvula is. They've kind of actually started to like build, like it's not like as just full on just flesh anymore. It seems like once you get past like the uvula is when it's like actually like has actual like architecture somewhat.
That doesn't look comfortable.
Oh, are you saying that in game?
Yes, like
The guard just says, "Well, it's not exactly built into old tungsten here," and he taps the side of the inside of the dragon's mouth.
Oh, it's so weird to see that.
Oh, we've been residents inside him for God, I don't know, ages, but he's not been well as of late. He used to love having our company. It was a symbiotic relationship. He would keep us safe and we would protect him. You know, he was not after he had a kid, his he used all of his power and he kind of became a little. It's just something that just come follow me, and he just kind of like walks off into. You get to like the uvula, and it kind of just like is there, and he in the guard just kind of like slides past it, and it's like. If you guys like, once you guys get past that, you notice it's like very interesting. At this point you guys would probably be like inside where like the neck like the canal from the mouth to the stomach would be, but you notice that like interestingly there's like it seems where there are actually like small, I would describe them as huts, different like with like small rope bridging between where there would be like small like pits of like liquid that appear to be like it's kind of like in a small water city where things aren't like built or posted into the dragon to hurt it, but things are like kind of like built on top of it in a way where it will stand up, but it won't like completely just like puncture or like they're not like hammering nails into this dragon to like build their structures in it. Thing where like it's built inside in a way where it kind of like goes along with how the inside of the dragon looks, but it actually has like they have like houses kind of and like things. By this point, you could tell this is not a very like this area is kind of like it's not a place where like the whole Magnesium project as a whole is kind of like pretty they don't really have much. They're not as like they're basically the low tier, like the low class people of the city. This seems to be kind of like the like not worst extent of that. These people tend to have like the least. You know what I mean? They tend to be like the most like not poverty, but like the most in just not wealth. You know
Lack
what I
of
Kind of
mean?
hope.
well off.
Yeah. I mean, you can't really get worse than living inside another creature, right?
So effectively, would this be kind of like how you see like sewer communities, only it's
Yeah,
a
very similar to that. There's like it's like there's they have like there's wood that's like used kind of like almost like rafting to hold like people because like some people's huts are over like small pits of like I wouldn't say acid but like just like whatever gross mucus or whatever is inside this thing. Like there's paths and there is like stuff, but it's like built alongside the actual dragon's anatomy inside of it. Does anyone wanna make a perception or anything?
Uh, wait, I need to get into character. Is there any way to actually talk to him and ask him what's wrong? I can't do the voice. I don't know what's wrong. Mr. Bob, is there any way to ask him what's
Well,
wrong?
we used to talk to Tungsten all the time, but like I don't know, 2 weeks ago, he just stopped really doing anything. He stopped like he just wouldn't even lift up his head, his mouth. Now we've had to resort to literally opening his mouth manually. He's just been very lethargic, and we don't really know why.
Did anything like major happen during the time?
Oh, I mean, well, like the other day, one of the villagers got swallowed, and that never happens. There was always a protection, like a ward that never let tungsten swallow or consume any of us. But it happened the other day. Things just it's kind of weird, but we haven't done anything different than we usually ever did.
Has there been anyone here that isn't usually here?
Um,
A visitor, or maybe someone that just recently moved in during this time?
but anyone that not anyone that has like only person who comes occasionally would be uh chairman herself, but she hasn't been here in well I she did come 2 weeks ago, but she's come so many times before. It wouldn't like why would that change anything?
Was there anything odd about her then?
Who is
Um
this person exactly?
I think I mentioned it earlier, but you guys might have forgot. There's like four chairmen that basically are like they run each individual they run the different districts. Like Zilbert is the leader, but they are the basically the people who they're like if Zilbert is like the
Mayor.
not mayor, but like that kind of like situation, they keep each individual district under check or whatever.
Maybe something happened. Maybe she's not too fond of the big fucking dragon that lives in the city anymore.
She always got along with Tungsten. She always got along with us. We never had any issues with her.
I'm just saying. She gets sick 2 weeks ago. She comes around 2 weeks ago. There might be something with that.
Well, I think you've got some. You know what? You're probably right, but I don't like to think like that. Look, come. Oh, there he is. There's our uh, our elder. He walks you into I'd say either like the biggest building inside, kind of like as I said, this is kind of very like kind of as I said, it's a very small community, but it seems like there is like a central kind of like building. something interesting that I want to describe this. I know Miss Athena's going to get this immediately. Imagine if Kokiri Forest was in Jabu Jabu's belly. You get that. Except like it's not like the posts aren't built into the ground. They're kind of just like made in a way where it like conforms to the dragon to keep this structure up. Walk into this main building and you see a older dragonborn. He is wearing kind of like these robes, and they have like a symbol on them of just like it's a draconic kind. It's just like a dragon, like a symbol of a dragon on it. And he has like an attendant next to him, and like there's like someone else who is there, who's just there to like see him for something. They don't really see, just some like civilian. The dragon turns around and says, "Oh, you must be the ones that that Sanjay has informed me of. I'm assuming you
Yes.
are here to help to help us. We have."
Yes, that's exactly what we're here for.
Yes, Osmosis Jones. I'm sorry, that's all I can think of right now.
I don't blame you.
This is exactly.
Low-key, all I can think of is the part of the Magic School Bus where they go into Arnold. Look, come have a seat. We will discuss. There's much to tell you. You see the Dragonborn looks over at the guard, gives him a nod, and then the guard leaves. And you guys are left in this small little building. He says, "Oh well, I would offer you refreshments, but we're not the you probably don't want any. Look, please come sit." He actually has chairs, which is cool. He brings up some chairs for you guys. And he like sits down at his little like his desk. But wait, hold on, I gotta plug in my computer. He sits at his desk and fixes his he fixes his robe a little bit and then like sits down. And then he just says like, "All right, I should debrief you on what's been going down here for the past week or so. For starters, hello, my name is Quinoa. My name is Quinoa Umbarash.
Hello, I'm Bilbish. And I shake my hand. Well, his hand.
He shakes your hand in his hand, as you do when you're shaking people's hands. He looks over at you guys and says, we really appreciate this. It's been hard the last 2 weeks. It's not even been that long, but Tungsten's his condition has been rapidly decreasing, and it's not good. Sooner or later we'll be out of, not even just we'll be out of a home, but some of us will be eaten, some of us will be gone, and most of us, the thing about Dragon's Ghetto is a lot of us, we don't have anywhere else to go. And you've probably noticed that there isn't just Dragonborns here, just anyone, just sometimes even a place as seemingly not the best conditions. Just having that community is something that a lot of people just come for, and it's hard. We've been living in the Dragon's Gut. We've been living in old Tungsten over here for God, it's like injuries. It's ever since it's been here as long as everyone's showed up here, and even though most of us are only in this realm for a short amount, like for a certain amount of time, a lot of us end up staying for a long while, and
Well, I have two questions. Number one, Do you know the area that the chairman actually went? And were any packages received 2 weeks ago? Like that were unexplained?
Hold on a minute. My mom's calling me. I have to do something real quick.
No. So, how's everyone's day?
Huge.
Doing good.
That's good.
All right, I'm back.
Hi, Beck. I'm James.
Thank you. Oh.
Would you like me to re-ask the question?
Yeah, sure.
Eric, do you know what way the chairman went, and were there any unexplained packages arrived around that time?
Can't say there were any packages. Not that I know of. We don't even have a mailbox. But chairman, she did show up. But
Can
she's
I
done
ask who
that.
this chairman is exactly? Any interesting qualities that I should be aware of?
Hold on a minute.
Because out of character, isn't the reason why we came here so we can get a package that was shipped here that was most likely the thingy?
No, we came here to fix his tummy.
No, you came here because Sanjay said, like, basically it was like the deal was that he would let you guys off scot free if you had looked into this. Also, it's kind of just like I just figured because it was right next to the. I think you guys all wanted to go to the red light district, and you're like, it's right here. I guess we'll do this right now, or something. It was like,
Oh yeah.
oh, the chairman. Well, she's the chairman of the magnesium projects. Her name is Famine Inane. She's been here so many times before. I don't, she's basically part of the community at this point.
But where would we meet her if we
Uh,
had to
uh,
talk to her about this?
I'm gonna just post her how her name is spelled in the chat. She is important.
I spelled it.
Famian inane.
Femaine name. Beautiful. Anyway, see the elder
So
just
does
kind of
anyone
like.
know what way she went?
Oh, can you repeat that question, James?
So does anyone know what way she went?
Out again.
He wants to know where she went.
Ah,
Thank you.
She was here.
her she resides in the red light district usually. That's where she kind of usually has her thing.
I meant
She has.
in the dragon's gut. Where did she go?
Oh, okay. She just came for a visit. She doesn't usually, you know, we like in this small part of the town where we set up is not the deep gut. The deep gut is where we never go. That's past the stomach,
That's where the problem is.
Here's the thing, it's very dangerous past there. And even though if we die, we come back, it's just we could get stuck in there. It's just not.
Is there like a back exit there though?
You see that the elder Quinoa looks at you and just like kind of says like, and he just kind of like nods slowly, but says like, yeah, there's a back exit, but we really aren't used to going there. Not really something we look. I know we live inside the guy, but we're not going to overstep our boundaries.
I mean, I feel like living
think
inside someone is overstepping several boundaries, honestly.
I know Anitra, I think, still looks like Orange Janice, but she just gives him like this look like you can't be that oblivious.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys could go down there, that's probably where the problem is. And if you guys could solve it, we would appreciate so much. In fact, we don't have much, but we will pay you as much as we have. Although I will warn you, us have been down there. The small amount of times we have, it's never ended good. There might even still be some of us that are trapped down there. We don't even know.
Alright, so who's ready to go rooting around a dragon's ass?
Yep.
Give me a minute. And she is going to use her invasive thoughts going to create a telepathic link with Grandpappy
Aw.
and see
The dragon is.
I know he's asleep, but I want to see if we could get like
Okay.
any sort of like
Yeah.
impression of like where something hurts. I don't know if he could speak if he's unconscious. It doesn't really say.
All right. You do that?
And it will be it's one of my features and traits, and it will be connected for 10 minutes. So.
All right. So, based on the fact that the dragon seems to be like not really in a state of like proper consciousness, it's the thoughts you do hear aren't very well put together. But what you do notice is
because she's figuring like if he's in pain, there's going to be at least a focus on this hurts.
what you notice is like it just says like he's just like pain, it hurts. But most importantly, the most interesting one you notice is where is it? It's gone.
Something was. I'm pretty sure. Like she does this, like she'll stand there and she'll kind of glaze over a second, and just will sort of listen as much as she can. And then we'll turn to the others and be like, I believe something important is missing, and that's causing the problem.
Yeah. Well, has he ever had like a medical problem before? Like he ever had like a hernia or something?
I mean, it's weird. Here's the thing: Tungsten is a magical ancient dragon. He was never really had. The only issues he had was just from his natural dwindling. It was just from, you know, over time he would slowly lose his power, but it wasn't like his whole body was shutting down. Like this is very new. This has never happened before.
Had he ever mentioned something like a thing that he had presumably inside of him?
I mean, I guess it would be kind of like anticlimactic for like an ancient dragon to die of kidney failure.
Question. I know generally you guys don't go deep gut, but is there any area that he said specifically not to go?
Oh, he always warned us that if we would go into his intestines, we would get either lost or we would something. It was always that was kind of the deterrent.
Did you share with us like the part where you said that something's missing, or?
Well, yeah, and Anitra just said that.
Because
that like
James is thinking that
something
the
important.
phylactery thing was taken from
Like
by the mayor.
Did he swallow like a penny or something? Like, did he lose that?
A penny.
Because we think the phylactery was in Sanjay's hoard vault, but it was missing.
Something interesting I'm gonna note is that you don't know when or how old that box is. You don't know how like when the item was in that box, and you're talking about the box in the storage where your items were held, where you found the magical residue that you feel like it was the phylactery. You don't know when it was in there. It could have been after somewhere it was at somewhere. It could have been like you kind of don't have a timeline. You just feel like maybe at some point it was in there. That's all you have a feeling for.
I think you said it was like we don't have a time, like a exact time frame, but it was semi-recent. That's why we were able to feel it, I
It's
believe. Unless I'm making that up.
let's say it's like it was recent. I'd say the last one was probably more recent. Like it's probably more recent than like 2 weeks.
Oh, let's go rooting around in Grandpa's guts.
All right. Well, I warned you, but I will take you there myself. Come. He like gets up from his desk and he stands up and he like follows you outside back into like the part of the village. And as I said before, this part of the village is kind of like it's very open because this is kind of like the esophagus down to where the stomach leads. It's kind of like a path down because I said he's kind of like laying. But at the very end where like the stomach would begin is kind of just where it begins to just get darker. You don't really see much. He brings you to the edge where the actual you see like where the hole is where like the stomach would begin. And he just says, "All right, this is the farthest I can take you. Good luck."
Wait, do you have like, because dude, I'm like barefoot, and you have like plastic bags that or like like a raincoat or something like that?
A rainy coat. Make a persuasion check.
Okay, oh, like good. An 8.
Hey.
Yeah.
He has on him. He gives you a like just like two burlap sacks that have like small little ropes.
I mean, you're just gonna get like more wet though.
Well, we don't have much here. We can't even afford bags.
Thanks. Ooh,
Thanks.
thanks for the soggy bag.
Thanks for the soggy bag.
I will tie them around my feet, my bare
Well,
feet, and
all
I
right,
will
so
get ready.
I didn't realize you were this prissy, Ulrich.
Well, like usually I'm not, but when I'm like walking around in some guy's actual guts, I feel like a little bit more, like yeah, like it's kind of gross, isn't it?
She just shrugs. Mm.
Like you're the one. What you can't talk. You're in shoes. I can't wear shoes.
You were wearing shoes. I can't wear shoes.
They don't
Is
fit
it
on my
against
feet.
your new religion?
No, like they don't fit on my feet.
I'm sure
Like the
you could
most I
They
have
could
make
them
do is
shoes.
fit.
sandals. They make reptile.
They make
Wait,
shoes for people with talons and claws and stuff. They're just
they make
not like,
lizard shoes.
huh?
Everyone I've asked has always told me not to wear shoes.
Well, actually, if you're a kobold, then you can probably wear my shoes because they're big shoes. But still, I don't like.
The point is here that I don't have shoes.
Oh, roll for shoes.
Okay. Do I add something to it?
It's a fucking luck check. Just roll.
Okay. I want to use lucky, but at the same time, I feel like it would be funnier if I didn't.
What did you get in that one?
Yeah. I'm not gonna use lucky. I want to see what happens.
You have no shoes, and you'll never have shoes.
It's a curse.
You are cursed to be
It's
barefoot
now it's
forever.
now against your religion.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
God comes to you. Your God comes to you, and she's just like, no shoes.
My God was. I had a dream. She was like, protect the innocent, and also no shoes.
No
Yep.
shoes. It's a new part of the religion. No shoes.
I'm kind of workshopping it. I feel like this is work.
Right. I think we're gonna actually start into the actual thing now. I have several maps prepared for this. Very excited. Spent too much time on this. Didn't even know what half I was doing for most of the time. However, as you guys like go into where like the opening is, you guys realize that it's kind of like it goes down kind of steeply, but not steep enough that you're gonna fall. It kind of like goes down into what you would see is like the stomach. And that is when we're gonna change to this. Let's see.
Dun
Should be
dun
the right one.
Oh,
dun.
ew. What is the background?
Oh, just flesh.
You just looked up flesh.
So, where are we? Here, like,
Okay. You're on the see how like how there's like the bottom the islands? Like those are like just like parts of the stomach. Yeah, where Bilbus is where you guys are. We're in the stomach and you're kind of just like surrounded by like stomach acid and stuff. That's where like you guys are on these small little platforms, but that the rest is stomach acid.
So,
Right. Okay.
how are we getting across?
That's where
These
you guys
bags
figure.
on my feet are also very wet now.
These bags are super
squish,
moist.
squish,
These
squelch, squelch.
these these bags are making all of the gross squelch noises you do not want. I will say the acid. I'm not even gonna make you guys roll for it. The acid is definitely like corrosive. Like it's stomach acid. It's not good unless you guys have a resistance to acid.
Wham wham wham. I have water walk.
Nice. Okay. Before you do that, I do want to see if I have any music that's good for this.
Yeah, the spell grants you the ability to walk any surface, water, acid, mud, blood, as if it were harmless ground.
Can you cast that on more than one person?
Yep,
Cool.
it affects 10 willing creatures. I knew this spell would come in handy. My seafariness is always prepared.
Ah, very cool. Okay. Well, you don't really see any like creatures or combat at the moment. So right now you're just kind of on this where you guys are right here on this the land, like this like small mass of flesh is kind of like the beginning of like the actual room. You guys have to go from this side all the way to the other side where the entrance continues deeper into the guts.
So Bill is casting water walk on us.
Yeah, I am.
Cool.
The duration is 1 hour, so I would tell us to run.
Honestly, here's the thing. I feel like that just like completely skips this route. Like
I mean, like,
Aha!
this is it's kind of this point of spells like this. Like you have something prepared, and then someone's like, "Okay, here's the spell," and it just breaks
Oh.
everything. Like there's a spell called like detect traps. So you could just like, okay, no trap, no thank you. So who wants to like take the first step?
I'll do it. And then I start munching armwood.
Is that good? Because I was gonna vote you go first.
okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Each time you get to like let's see. How about what is your movement, James?
30, 60 if I bolt.
30 30?
30. It's 30 if I run at 60.
If you run at 60. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Every time you take your movement, I'm gonna roll something to see if something appears. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, James.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Did you start moving, my friend? Did you already move once?
I'd probably be like semi running across. So
Okay.
that's 30 feet,
That's 30. Okay.
and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 60. Actually, no. Our kobold friends is slow, so I'll only go 50.
No,
Okay.
I have 30 feet of move.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
So, yeah.
As James makes it to the second time around, you see coming from underneath the stomach acid.
I didn't hear what you said.
Don't have a proper image for this, but we'll just have to use our imaginations, okay?
Gosh.
Coming out from the stomach acid is what seems to be a creature that is kind of like medium to small. That's kind of like in the shape of it's kind of like a jellyfish looking creature with eye stalks, and it comes out of the stomach acid, and it's a flump.
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 Oh wait, were you guys following me or
We
what?
should have been, I believe.
Yeah, would you like his?
If you guys also did, okay. I'm gonna roll 2 more times if you're gonna get to the point where James is, right? Because I'm
Yeah,
doing it
60
per
feet.
person. Okay, 60 feet. Okay, another flump appears. Another one appears from underneath the stomach acid,
Do they appear
and
hostile?
only one other one appears. I'm gonna say maybe if you I can make you do an insight. Maybe if you like if you maybe either attack them first or tried something, or perhaps even if you leave, they might try to come after you.
All right, let's go before they start fighting us. And I guess we're gonna
Do
start
we
running
know
across.
what they are?
I heard lump. I don't know if I know what that is.
Look in the chat. That's what it looks like.
Yes. I know what flumps are, but I don't
I
know if
do as
Anitra
well.
knows what flumps are.
Yeah, that's what
Should
I'm
we
saying
roll a
too.
nature or a con
Kinda.
What kind of check would this be?
or religion, whichever?
Well, whatever the
Wait,
roll
what
is,
is
I
it?
rolled good.
Do I did as well.
Did you
What
guys
what kind of check would this be?
this nature or insight
I
or
don't
something?
know. I don't know at all.
No, to know what
20.
they are.
What they are? Probably nature.
Yeah, I got a 20 for nature. Not natural.
I got a same.
I'm gonna say this. They seem to be some type of type of weird jellyfish creature that can like kind of float with like an anti-gravity type thing. That's why how they're floating from the water. They're already actually kind of levitating slightly. They're not above you guys, but they are kind of floating. Also, with your guys' nature checks, currently they are. Hold on, let me redo the music. Hold on. You also notice that they appear to be a specific color. You know that flumps can change color based on their mood, quote unquote. So currently, right now, they are green because they are curious as to what you are. They're not attacking you at the moment because they're not angry or whatever.
Do they look like crab things or no?
They're more jellyfishy.
They don't look.
Wow.
They don't look. They don't look like crabs.
I like crabs. Jellyfish are just me.
They're like jellyfish with eye stalks.
Onward, I guess. Don't attack us, little thingies.
I'm gonna.
And then onwards. Bye.
Wait, no.
That's 30, and then that's 50. No, 40.
25, 30. This is 30. I'm at that big island looking.
I feel
You guys made it
mildly
across
bad
the-
because we ruined this entire encounter, but I kept that spell since
That's
day
okay.
one.
I'm gonna roll one more time to see if another flump appears. Nope. Okay, only 2 of them. Let's see here. As you begin to reach, I was about to say door, but there's no door. As we begin to reach the entrance that continues past into the deep gut, flumps, they start to like move slowly towards you guys.
Anitra's going to telepathically tell them that we're here to make sure your home doesn't die.
Okay.
Ooh, that's smart.
That's okay.
Nature have big brain.
Zone of truth.
Arr, arr, arr.
How intelligent are these flumps?
They can't speak, but I believe they have telepathy themselves, so it doesn't matter what language you speak.
Right?
I think, if I'm thinking of the right creature.
I like how we have
They have
both of our
telepathy.
like D&D books with us.
Telepathy. They are, and they okay. So you tell them we're here to make sure your home doesn't die. One of the flumps just kind of like goes like blah blah and like makes a noise, and it turns it turns it turns it turns blue, but then turns pink. Blue being it's sad, and then pink being it's amused. Make an insight check to that.
All of us are just her. Should I make an insight check as well?
Skay, only her because she used her she telepathically
19?
Okay. You get the feeling that it turned blue because it was sad because it knows that it's basically where it lives is not like the dragon is not healthy, and it turned pink because it doesn't like it, you said we're gonna here to help it, so they're not gonna attack you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Can you ask if they want to help us?
She'll ask if they know what's wrong or where we should go, since they live here.
Just like the one you were speaking to, unless you're speaking to both of them, one you're speaking. They kind of just like point their like tendrils in the direction you're starting to walk.
Onward. Stay safe, jellyfish friends.
It's one creature. So.
Okay, so the flump that you were telepathically speaking to. Oh,
Bidding.
we have another friend.
They're
Okay.
dying. Don't
live,
die.
Marco. Live.
Who's dying?
Marco.
Apparently.
Marco.
Oh. So Thanos is
Okay, so we catch Spears up to speed. You're inside a dragon now, so.
Oh, are we in the place?
You're in the place.
Yeah, this is our Osmosis Jones roleplay session.
Ah, I see. Okay.
We're the white blood cells to your Bill Murray's body.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna mute myself for a quick moment. I just got finished with the other thing, and I'm hopping in now. I gotta run to the bathroom real fast.
No, that's cool. Take your time, man.
You don't have permission.
No.
Ah!
I also want. I feel like at the end of this we're gonna get shut out. I'm just gonna say that right now. I feel like it's gonna
disappointed if that doesn't happen.
Wait, how did Osmosis Jones end?
I think
what happened?
I don't remember. I saw that movie like once.
Like I remember the virus guy got melted.
It sounds bad, but I remember the TV series more.
There's a TV series?
Because there was an Osmosis Jones TV series.
Oh my god.
And it's weird because there's an episode where he got pregnant. I kid you
Oh,
not.
I feel like I've heard of that before.
Or who got pregnant?
Osmosis Jones.
Oh, because I was like, Bill Murray?
Wait, oh no, that was Arnold Schwarzenegger. Remember that movie where he got pregnant?
Yes. I do remember.
Alright.
We cannot can't forget that.
So the jellyfish, the flumps, they kind of just like point you. One points you in the direction where you're heading, and kind of like tries to go back into the acid a little bit. Just kind of like, for now, they mean you no harm.
Apparently we're heading in the right direction.
Let's go before they change their mind.
Yarg.
Okay, so do you guys head out from that? Like, there's a small passageway that continues on.
Where
Deeper
the tentacle pointed us.
Got you. All right, so we're already going to be swapping to a new,
Oh, tentacle
another-
guys, man.
all the way to another new map.
Where at the
Is that
bottom?
more flesh I see?
On the top, actually.
Top.
Oh, it's like a whole like mazy. Ew. It's like I could see veins.
And, you know,
Here area?
you point to it. Hold on.
Ping.
Yes, right there. You're at the top there.
Okay.
You have our,
Where are we?
Okay, you're at the top there. You're just in this room. This is where it
Can't-
leads.
Can someone place their
I'm-
character down so I could find out where
I'm
we are?
getting there. But
Okay.
You're basically, this is what I'm calling, like, you're basically getting into the intestines. You know what I mean?
Oh. Are those bones?
How much dragon anatomy did you have to do, Mike, in order to?
I didn't have to
understand
do
this?
nearly as much as you'd think I had to.
Just look
Where-
up like lizard anatomy.
Lizard anatomy. Oh, how much dragon anatomy. That's the name of my next indie band.
Dragon anatomy?
Dragon anatomy.
Why does that not sound like a bad name? Hi, we're Dragon Anatomy.
So yes, I actually did go through this much effort to make it look as gross as possible because yes, you were inside a creature.
Can I just ask what you looked up to get the image for the background exactly?
Flesh texture.
Ugh. There's definitely a lot of flesh texture. Also, can I look at what's on the ground over here? Can I tell what that is?
Over which where?
I mean, in either pile, I see one pile of and one pile of something I do not understand what it is.
Wait, what are you pointing towards?
Either like that thing, yeah. Like
Wait, where are you pointing? Oh, that? Okay.
Yeah.
Those are just, you can look at them. They just appear to be like remains of something.
Like bones or not?
It's a
Is there a
Yes.
liquid on the ground?
lot of like
Well,
mucus.
this whole place. I'm wearing. Oh yeah, it's part of my religion now that I cannot wear shoes. And I'm wearing because I rolled a natural one shoes, and I'm wearing at the moment wet burlap sacks.
Just be glad you weren't rolling for pants.
I mean, rolling for pants turned out well at times.
So wait, so is the ground wet?
Yes,
I'd say the ground is like
it
wet.
is moist.
It's moist.
Fenelus is rolling in it
Oh my god.
like
Oh.
a dog
Oh,
is just completely rolling in it.
this is rolling in flesh.
I'm just trying to get the scent on me.
The scent of dragon insides all over you.
Why
I'm a-
exactly?
I must become. If they smell me, they'll think of me as their own.
They who?
Everybody.
Okay, great.
Musk of dragons.
Oh,
Anitra's going to switch the telepathic link back to Grandpappy Dragon, just because she wants to stay in contact, just to see
Nothing
if anything
changes. It
changes.
seems to be just a repeating of the same stuff he said before. He's not really in the mindset of like thinking clear thoughts. It's just kind of like subconscious.
Yeah, but
Like,
just in case like they do something that causes something.
no, I got you.
Um,
It's a good thing.
It's
I'll tell you
it
things.
stays like for 10 minutes, but it doesn't say that it's like a once a day thing. So like she'll every so often like she'll keep like
No, that's fine. I'll
posting.
tell you if anything changes in what he's thinking.
So I guess
Right,
you gotta
it's
make
you
your way
guys
through the flesh.
to begin
Bum.
and then into the flesh.
So
Kind of
does anything look damaged or like it shouldn't be the way it is compared to the rest of itself?
See this far down that like it's a lot more enclosed than it was before. Like this is definitely more of the tight squeeze of like going into like you're getting further into this thing. But you do notice that the walls just seem to just become a slightly like the colors are kind of like grayer down here. It seems like it's not as like up further into the dragon's like more of its like esophagus and its mouth or whatever, or more like color, like they have more like life in them. It seems like it's just kind of like fading in this part.
What is this a door?
There.
This,
Oh, that's not a
this
door.
isn't-
It's just because I used I think one of the Photoshop filters and I made it give little spaces. It is not a door.
it is more flesh.
Okay.
So, I guess
Shall we
start.
continue down?
Arg, onward.
Let's find more flesh.
And then around here, I'm gonna try and perception, like around the corners and stuff.
Okay,
Do I
want
see anything?
you want a perception?
You hear-
Basically here by the corners.
Okay. Give me a perception roll.
You hear Thenelus as they're doing this, just going duh, 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 duh,
Darn it.
duh.
Copyright.
Copyright. Copyright.
Oh, that's
Okay.
really good.
What do you get, James?
I think a 26. Yeah, 26.
Okay. You notice that as you're going through these flesh caverns and crevices, you notice by your foot, you feel something slither across your foot, and you notice it's a worm, and it kind of like disappears into the side of the wall.
My God, does he
Right.
actually worms?
It disappears right here.
I would like to make a medicine check if this is pointed out to me.
I'll be like, ew, there's a worm.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a medicine check to see if this is some kind of like parasite, like if it was like a dragon parasite or just an old parasite.
Right.
Oh, it's good. 19.
It's not. It doesn't seem to be like the reason why this dragon is sick, but it's definitely some sort of like internal, either like type of worm, whether it be like a tapeworm or something similar.
I hope we do not find more of these worms, but knowing us, we probably are.
Right.
So.
Anyone do anything else before you?
Anitra's just kind of keeping her eye out for something that might be obviously missing, even though, like, she thinks, like, he was talking about the phylactery, but just in case there's something else. Essentially.
Could be his reverse scale. Wait, that would be found outside of his body. Ignore me. Onwards!
Have one of the phylacteries on you. I will mention.
Which way are we going?
Deeper, I suppose.
There's a dead end over there.
I think we have the distance of seeing that we can see the dead end.
Can I perception check that dead end?
Dead end? Yeah, actually, sure.
16.
16. You don't really notice anything too interesting. You see just same flesh. It seems to just be like kind of like just like a side shoot. Doesn't seem to go anywhere. You do notice some remains of something that it ate at some point, but you don't really notice anything besides that.
So are we going flesh dead end or the path with more flesh?
More flesh.
Good option.
Dead end doesn't seem terribly useful.
Terribly what?
Useful.
I guess not.
I like how the useful was said like as if Anitra said it, but you were just restating. It was perfect.
Okay.
Let us continue.
Arg. Arg, 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 arg,
Oh,
arg,
okay,
arg, 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 arg,
All
arg,
right. Hold on.
Wait,
Guys,
okay.
wait. Stop for a moment. I want everyone but Anitra to make a Constitution saving throw.
Arg.
I mean, it was gonna happen at some point.
That's good.
I'm gonna use lucky because that was a 3. Much better. 22.
Okay, what did you get,
20.
James?
20.
What again?
20.
20. Five. All right, wait. What did you get? This is for the saving throw. Marco got 23, I think.
No, 22.
22. What do you get, Jake?
Don't know if it's different. Well,
I got a
James
20.
Cutting out. You keep cutting out when you say 20.
James got a 20.
20.
You got 20? Okay. Spears, what do you get?
12.
All right. So what happens is, as you guys begin to walk past where like the worm slithered into the wall, Bilbus, you noticing that like the worm there, you're kind of like extra careful around that area, and you kind of like get your way across. Same thing with Ulrich. However, Thenolis, you really aren't paying that much attention to your surroundings, and as the other two walk around, you notice that the floor beneath you is kind of like not as solid as the rest, and you the floor underneath like kind of like buckles in, and you're like kind of like you don't fall in, you're like holding from the side, but you can see looking down that this is a pit of worms.
And is it tapeworms?
These are all the same worms, and it's just like a giant pit of these that are all like either a nest or something, and they're all writhing underneath you.
Analyst, no.
Thenolis is going to get out of it. Take out her Sunforger hammer.
So you're gonna like let go of the ledge and just fall into the pit of worms and use your sledgehammer, or are you gonna
No, she's standing back up on solid ground.
Oh, okay. To get up, okay.
She is going to take her Sunforger hammer. How far is this down?
We'll allow you to do this, however, I do want you to make an acrobatics check to try and like hoist yourself back onto the top of the ledge.
Can I do instead athletics to try and like physically like do a pull up back up?
Yeah, I'd allow that too.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I didn't even show. I'm an idiot. Hold on, I didn't even show you it.
No, you don't have to show us.
You see it now?
You don't have to show us.
Nope.
No.
Wrong
You gotta show
layer.
me one.
Natural 20, by the way.
Natural 20?
Natural 20 for 28.
All right, hold on a minute. Can you see it now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
So where would she be? Would she be here or would she be here?
She would be on. I'd imagine this ledge right here.
I can't move my
Like-
character anymore for some reason.
Oh, okay, hold on.
You overlap.
Wait, are those snakes that you colored red?
They're snakes that I just said that are worms, but they're colored red. Yes.
They still look disgusting to me.
That is fair.
Disgusting.
Wait, yeah, I have
Oh.
a problem. I can't move my character anymore.
Okay, can you move it now?
Oh, hold on.
Move it now.
Let me try. Yes, I can.
All right. Thenos is gonna say stand back. She's gonna take
Anitra's
her.
going to Misty Step over here and be like, Thedalis, I don't think it's a good idea to sledgehammer the inside of a dragon while we're inside it.
We can get rid of these worms. It'll be real fast.
You don't even need to. You guys were already across it.
It'll be real quick.
Please don't.
I would rather not be digested.
Fenelus, how about we wait for the next trap, and maybe then you can destroy it.
The
Or
worms.
maybe.
The
On
worm.
the way out, you could destroy all you would like. But
Promise.
Well,
while
you might
we're
be-
in here, I don't think it's a good idea.
Do you promise?
Daedalus is just like, Mom, can I please smash the worms, Mom?
Thenos
know
will put her
how-
hammer away and then do she'll point her middle finger and pointer finger to her eyes, then point them towards the snakes or the worms,
Worms.
and just
Okay.
fucking watching you. And she's gonna
Fucking
start
watching you worms.
Anitra, you want to try telepathic link with those worms? See what happens. Maybe they're friendly worms.
Maybe
have
they're
to
friendly. Telepathic worm. Oh, I mean,
she'll kind of I don't know if they
Is that
have
wor-
to be able to. They have to have a language.
It's
to
like
be
that
able to
worm from
communicate.
Adventure Time.
it's not like the worm from Adventure Time. These are just these are mindless tapeworms. I don't know.
I'm
Let's be
fairly
on the lookout.
sure they have nothing to say.
Well, let's be on the lookout for more.
Alright, so you guys continue onward?
Just hopefully
Because of the
some
fact
60
that
chocolate.
what
Where is Misty Step?
I forgot what I am. What is my race?
You're bugbear.
Yes.
Bugbear.
Because of me being a
Bugbear.
bugbear, can I use my
Or-
longer arms? Can I use my longer arms to go and push the ground in front of me? 2 blocks in front of me?
Orkumin.
Question, real quickly. We didn't have a rest at all between last session and this session, right?
Don't believe so.
Okay.
Wait, Anitra, you hurt?
Some.
Wait, let me try something. I've never done this before. He's gonna is there a wound or something?
She has 30 out of 50 hit points right now.
Yeah, he's gonna tap you on the. He can't get your shoulder. He's gonna tap your leg, and he's gonna cast Cure.
Cure wounds.
I'm a cleric now. Ooh, 7 hit points.
7 more than she had.
And you know what? He'll cast it again.
Thenos is going to cast Detect Magic.
Take 5 more hit points.
You're gonna cast it on the worms?
Anitra.
Thank you.
Does that? I'm guessing
Wait, you
when
can
you
cast
cast
Detect
it,
Magic?
it looks like there's this blue fire that kind of just comes out of his hands, and it's kind of warm. It's weird looking.
When did you learn that?
It's part of the package.
Since he became a man of the cloth.
She wasn't really thinking that was real, to be honest. But
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Hey, you're trying to steal my stick?
Thenos is going to cast Detect
when
Magic.
have you healed
on
any of us, Bilbus?
Ooh.
Oh,
Bill,
okay.
other
In my
than living
defense,
proof, what have you done?
I'm sorry.
Did I throw Bilbus into the tapeworms?
I am all the way over
Sure.
here.
Should
I mean-
throw Bilbus into the tapeworms?
Why?
Are you saying this out loud?
Is he useful?
Should I throw Bilbus into the tapeworms?
You may have not remembered because you were zoning out a bit, but if it wasn't for me, we wouldn't have been able to get past that acid pit. As easily, at least.
That is true.
Accepted. And she'll keep walking. She's casting Detect Magic, by the way.
Okay. Detect magic.
Yep.
Got you. You guys continue forward.
I use my longer hands and reach to go and like hit the floor in front of me to detect for traps.
Floor in front of you. Okay. Is that an attack? I don't know if you're just hitting the floor. Are you just hitting the floor? Just are you testing for traps?
Yes.
Yes.
Tapping the floor for see if.
What check would that be? Would that just be?
Perception.
He's trying to pre-trigger things.
Okay.
Duh.
Nothing triggers. You just slap flesh and it just makes like a gross noise.
Do I get anything with my Detect Magic?
Besides that, the fact that you can definitely tell that there's magic in the dragon itself, nothing really comes out to you in your immediate vicinity.
Okay.
Arg, onward. Dun. Arg, arg.
Dun. Finalist.
And can I perception at this corner for other worms?
This corner?
Yeah, from here to the hallway for worms.
This hallway is okay. How long is your sight? Like, how long do you is your
I think it's like 60 feet.
Yeah, it just kind of looks like more stretch of the same. You do see that it opens up to a bigger opening, like a bigger, not room, but like a bigger opening as you continue going that way.
Arg. And onward. Dun. Wait, what happened to Ulrich? Arg.
Yeah. I almost put sticking closer to Anisha now, so I don't fall into any worm pit.
More worm pit.
She's generally sticking close to the intestinal wall.
Yeah, Bilbus is as well in case he has to go and use like a sword to like lift himself up or something. In big room,
Hold on.
do we see something? Okay.
Okay. You get to the big room. You just hear you're in this room. As you look in, you hear in the rest of the place you can hear like the gentle kind of like moving of like the inside of a body, maybe like a heartbeat and stuff. But in this room you kind of just hear more like squelching. It's like just a lot of like
Let me get something.
Hey.
Can you guys hear that?
what? Ew.
Ew.
Oh.
Ew.
There's a thing called the wet slapping noises. 10 hours. And I will play that every
Bilbus
time
would
we start
like to
walking.
go and squash Ulrich.
Okay. Just squat in the room.
Just kidding. It was a joke.
Okay. Okay. As you get closer into the room, the squelches get a little louder, though.
Thanos is going to do a roll. This is going to do a full somersault roll.
Okay. For what reason?
No,
Okay.
no,
Cool.
just wants to do a full somersault.
Cool roll, bro. In this room, you kind of like see it's just kind of like seems like you're working your way down. You see like this, it's kind of like pulsing, and there's just like veins and other stuff. You do see though that there seems to be on the top of the ceiling of the this part is like kind of like leaking this greenish goo. And that seems to be like the source of like the slopping noise because it's keep like some of the goo is falling on the floor.
Did you say slapping noise?
As I said, slapping noises, Marco.
This is the worst thing they ever put on YouTube.
Probably.
It's not on YouTube, so.
What? No, this thing that I'm. Can you guys? This wet slapping noise is the worst thing I've ever found.
You sure? I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't like YouTube Rewind.
Where's the green goo?
Yeah,
Where's the green goo?
There's the green goo.
the goop.
Goo. Where is the goo?
Yes,
Yeah,
where's
does
the goo?
that goop look like is it translucent or is it like opaque?
Goo
There
is
is
kind of
goo.
like it is kind of translucent. It's kind of mucusy.
So,
Does it
what
look
it's
healthy?
falling out of, does it look like a part of the anatomy, or is there a wound? Is it infected looking? Like, because you
Yeah,
could
that's
tell
what I
that
was trying to
just
get
by
at
looking.
too.
It seems to be coming out from like it seems to be coming out from whatever above. Oh, okay.
Does it
That's
look
weird.
like
Just
healthy
okay. It
mucus?
seems, huh?
Does it look like
The goo keeps
healthy mucus? Like it's just being produced, or is it like
healthy. Okay, I would say it's probably like healthy. Like it's not like definitely looks a little sickly, kind of like when you have like a phlegmy cough or whatever. It doesn't really look completely normal. You looks a little sickly.
Like, what area does it look like it's from, so I can walk around it?
As it's coming out of the ceiling, I would say you guys are kind of like in the beginning of like maybe the I don't know which intestine you would be in. Look, I took a lot of artistic liberties. I'm not gonna be as like you are in the specific part of the kidney. That's too much work.
I wanna try and do something.
Okay. Who drew the spaghetti?
I
Me.
don't know.
I'll kill it if you want.
Oh, it's cool. Keep the spaghetti.
I'm going to see. I'm going to cause a harmless tremor in the ground with thaumaturgy.
Question. Oh,
Okay.
Bilbus does not advise that as well in.
It has already been done.
All right. So you cause a small tremor and just like the floor.
I'm doing it like where the mucus is.
So the floor kind of like it jiggles a bit, and it goes like it just continues to like pulse, and then suddenly like the goo piles that were on the floor start to like move, and they start to kind of come back together, and you see where the piles were.
See that what happened if we walked by the pile.
See, there are four gelatinous cubes of gross mucus.
Oh no.
No, that's why you don't play with the goop, kids.
Fuck these cubes. Fuck these cubes. Sorry.
Fuck these cubes.
These cubes, fuck them.
These cubes.
Is this a roll for initiative? Have they begun getting
Yes,
hostile?
actually, this would be an initiative roll.
So, Ulrich, you're dragon adjacent, aren't you?
Like next to the dragon?
As a species.
As a species, well, my species is a slave to dragons, kinda.
Nice.
So I guess we're pretty close.
Do you have anything like this happening inside of you?
Like goo? Like, do you think I have like cubes of goo inside of me? I mean, I don't think so. Last time I checked, which was never.
My row was messed
I
up.
feel-
I'm sorry.
I feel we probably should have learned more about dragons and what should be here and should not be here.
I mean, this is just me talking, but I feel like cubes of goo are not like the most normal thing in any living creature.
Eh,
Ooh,
That's the thing. If you think
ancient,
about it,
weird
I
dragon.
got an 18 for initiative.
what do you guys get for initiative?
I got 18.
What do you get, James?
16. Bilbus got 22.
22.
I got an 8.
Okay, now I'm gonna roll for these cubes.
Anitra's thinking too hard about whether or not this is actually part of dragon internal functions.
I mean, I hope
I'm
not.
pretty sure a lot of this isn't, but like this stuff seems like it's been here for a while. So Bilbus is like, this isn't the problem. This is a problem, but this isn't what's causing it. Like these things are taking advantage of its weakness.
We're gonna roll for these. Okay, the first one gets a 2. Great. Second one gets a 10.
Is anybody speaking or is it just hello?
I'm here.
We're here.
Okay, cool. I don't know why everything just went silent. My bad.
We were. I think that we were all.
Yeah, things just go quiet sometimes.
Who's first?
First, I believe it's Ulrich. Actually, no, it's Bilbus. It's Bilbus.
Yeah, it's
So,
Bilbus and
you're-
then me, I think.
Are you
Bilbus, you're first.
sure? Because Spears has a higher roll than me, I think.
No, I have advantage on initiative, so that's a 7 and a 13, and they're both +3, so I have a 16 to
Ah.
initiative.
So I
Okay.
go first. Let Bilbus think. Bilbus needs to think. Bilbus needs to think. Oh, do Bilbus.
Shoot.
We're gonna get 20.
Bilbus is going to cast thing.
You casting.
Yeah, he will. He's gonna cast Sanctuary, which is a bonus action, and then with his action, he's going to. No, that's probably not gonna work. It's gonna do something. There's a lot of bonus action things I can do, and there's also a lot of action things I can do, but I haven't played him in a while, so I forgot what to do. Yeah, he's gonna do the
Love
normal
that.
thing. Cast Sanctuary and then just hit stuff.
Doesn't that end Sanctuary?
Does it? Oh shit, it does.
Sanctuary ends if you go to hit something.
Shit, that is true. So he's not gonna cast Sanctuary. Thank you very much.
You're well.
He's gonna
What
cast
are you
Shield
doing?
of Faith on himself,
Show
and
of
then
faith.
run in and hit stuff.
Right.
Yeah, he'll do that. Oh no, my screen moved. Okay, here. Bilbus will attack this blob. He can attack it from here, so he will.
Which blob? Which one? This one right here?
Yep.
Okay, that one? Okay. This one?
Yep.
Okay.
And
Roll to
I
hit.
think because it's the first term of combat, and I have thingy. What is thingy? Oh no, wait, that's the wrong thing. I must read. Oh, it's not a surprise. Never mind. Oh well, I can't read. He's just gonna attack it and hope that it dies.
Okay. Roll to hit.
15.
15.
15.
13.
15.
15. You hit. Roll damage.
He's gonna take his giant hammer thing and do number +6 and then He's gonna do Divine Strike thing, so he does an extra 1d8 damage. Because he's cool. I like Bulbish.
It's cool.
Oh, that's not that good. So I think it does 15 points of damage.
Okay.
And do I have 2 attacks? That's important to know.
I don't think clerics get an extra attack.
I don't think so either.
You're a war cleric, right?
Yeah.
So you have this thing called, like, what is it? War God's Blessing. You can make an attack as a bonus action, but you can only do it like as many times as your wisdom modifier. Pretty cool. I have that now as well.
Ah, I see.
Did
Oh,
you
it says that they need to attack. Yeah, it says they need to attack first. It's weird. Onwards. Next person.
You did it.
Okay, how much
All
damage
right.
did you do? 15?
Yep.
15 damage?
Yep.
Next up in the initiative is Ulrich.
I'm gonna move 5, 10. Yeah, I could. Wait, yeah, hold on. This is still like 10. Wait, no, I have to get into. Wait, 15, 20. And would you say that Bilbus is in melee with one of them, right?
Duh.
I'd say that, yeah.
Okay. And would you say that these gelatinous cubes are like in a line?
Kind of just like blobbed all over the place. I mean, those two, I will say
Yeah.
you could probably hit both of those.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll it, and I'm gonna spend a grit for a piercing shot,
Okay.
which basically just means that if I hit the first one, I make an attack with disadvantage at the second one.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that first one though, because Bilbus is in melee. I do have advantage. I have pack tactics. Taking out my pistol, and I'm gonna fire at it if I can find my deck.
All right.
Sharpshooter. Cocked. That. Oh my god. Why is. Hold on. Sorry, I have to fix my tray. Oh, that's good. Plus 7. Plus 12 minus 5. That's 25 on the first one.
It's
And I have to roll with disadvantage for the second one. Oh my god. Oh my god. Still pretty good. What? 7 plus 15?
22.
Which is what to hit at the second one with, which is also sharpshooter. And so first one takes 17 points of damage. Oh no, sorry, 27 points of damage in the first one. In the
okay.
first gelatinous cube, and 23 on the second gelatinous cube.
3 on the second one.
And he's going to use his second attack to hit the gelatinous cube in front of him again. Sharpshooter again, because it's all he can do. 26.
26 to hit it.
Yeah,
That hits.
and that's 19 points of damage.
The first one or the second one?
No, that was 19 points because I used like an ability to hit both of them that first time, but this one I'm just hitting this.
Okay, so 19 on
I'm just hitting this one.
19 on the first one. All
So-
right.
Yeah, he
This
takes 19.
this thing already looks pretty bad.
And I'm going to once again. I'm 20, so I'm gonna move 5, 10 back, so I don't get hit. That's the end of my turn.
All right. Up next in the initiative is Thanalis.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Thanalis is going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, because she... Actually, I'm going to move the full 40 over here. I don't care if I get an attack of opportunity. She's going to barrel run, take out her Sun Forger that she was going to use on the tapeworms, and feel it be more useful here. And as she's running, she's going to skid and javelin throw this hammer she's gonna throw it at this one. As it's hurling, it glows like a sun, and then disappears. And then
Okay.
explodes on a 20-foot radius. So both of these here get hit.
Okay. Oh wait.
Is there a way to actually measure radiuses in this one? I don't know if you could do.
It
all three of
says,
these get hit?
as an action, each creature in a 20-foot radius sphere on that point must make a DC 15 dexterity saving.
I feel like you threw it here in the center, it would hit everything.
If
Yeah,
you hit it where I am, it would hit everything.
No, that would also
Including
hit
me, though.
Penniless. But if you threw it here, it would
I'm gonna land it there. I don't care if I get hit. I have enough hit
So
points.
you're trying to hit all three of these?
Yep, I'm hitting all. I want to hit all 4 of them.
All 4 of them.
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh.
Right here,
Okay.
I'm myself included if I get hit.
That's fine. Roll for the roll. Does that have to re-roll to hit, or
Hold on.
They have to roll a dexterity saving throw.
oh, these gelatinous cubes have a -4 dex? They're gonna do great. First one gets a 2.
Okay.
The second one gets an 8.
Okay.
Third one gets 12, and the fourth one gets a 6. Does
Yeah,
any of
no.
those make?
Nope. So they're going to take.
Thanalis, you have to roll as well.
I did. I got a 10. I don't make it.
No.
They take 66 fire damage.
Okay.
Slash roll 66. 21 points of damage.
Each. One of them is on. One of them is on literal death's door.
Okay.
22.
Yep. 22. Okay. And as a bonus,
You see that you see that this one right here is literally on death's door. It is like has holes in it, and it's just like jiggling. It's just not doing good.
and I'm going to rage. So I'm gonna roll for the magic surge.
Ooh.
Let's see if there's something I can do here. What is it? It's a D8. Got a 1. Necrotic energy bursts from you. Each creature within 30 feet of you takes 1d10 necrotic damage, and you gain hit points equal to the sum of the necrotic damage.
James, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, Bilbus.
Bilbus,
Okay.
Does that hit us as well?
No,
No.
just me.
Bilbus.
What do we have to do? What save?
It's not a. Is this save? No. Each creature within 30 feet of you takes 1d10 necrotic damage. Did I roll that correctly? So
6 points.
I have to roll. Did I have to roll that for each person?
I think it's easier if you just roll for 1 and that does all of it. 'Cause it's kind of like a blast. Like it's just like you're sending out like a thing of necrotic energy.
6 times 5, that's 30. So I get 30 back.
Oh wait. So you get 30 back. You do 30 to all of them?
No. I hit them for 6 hit points.
Okay, well, the first one completely dies. Like the first one is dead.
Okay.
Like this one, the one right next to Bilbus, like right here. This one is dead.
So
You see it. You've seen it turn into goo.
Okay. So yeah, all of these take 6 hit points. So hold on.
You get healed by 30.
Yeah, I get healed 30 hit points. I'm back. Okay.
Do 6 to each of them.
Yes.
Okay, so the other 3 also take 6. Bilbus, did you write that he took 6 damage?
Yep.
Sorry, Bilbus. That's all.
It's okay. It only hurt.
Oh. Who one is dead. Okay, right after you is one of the gelatinous, one of the cubes. This boy. Seeing that you had just attacked
Everyone.
all of
And
them,
him
it's
again.
gonna try to head for you, Thanalis.
Yes.
Let's see how its speed is 15. Okay.
Dissolve into me. Come. Let me eat up your belly.
10, 15. It gets over here. And let's see how are its 5 feet. Do you think I could reach you with a 5 feet thing? Because like there's a 5 feet
No.
between.
No, that's 5, and I'm 10 feet away from it.
So no. No. I don't think it could do anything currently. To within 5 feet. Creature within 5 feet. It's just gonna move. It's just gonna move.
This one can get to me. This one can't get to me.
That one's the end of that one's turn. It is now.
It could use an action to dash
It's
to
its
him.
turn now.
It could use its action to dash if it wants to.
Actually, it's gonna do that. It's gonna do that actually, and
Also,
it should be able
I
to.
hate.
What?
Huh?
What?
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the slime that was over here, you walked past it, so it has an attack of opportunity on you,
I did. I said that.
even though it's dead.
I said
Yeah.
that. I said that.
But it was never done, I think.
Nope.
You can still do that right now. I figured that like because it was locked in combat with Bilbis, it wasn't paying attention to you. I mean,
If you want to go back, that's fine. I said if it takes a attack of opportunity, that's fine, but nothing did, so I didn't.
yeah, I kind of thought in my head that it was like you were attacking it, Bilbis, so it was kind of like locked on you for that moment.
All right, what is this slime doing?
How-
Can it do something because it already
going
took action to dash?
It took its action to dash. I don't know if it can engulf you this turn, but it says that if it takes your space, I believe it can engulf you, but I don't know if it has to do that as a separate action because it says it's an action.
Probably.
It's on its turn when it does
Not
I think it's an action.
So I think-
don't think it can.
end this round, but next turn it's gonna try and engulf you.
Okay.
Now it's this one's turn, and this one 5, 15. And now that it's right next to you, it's going to try and use its pseudopod to hit you.
Okay.
16 hit.
Nope.
That's it for its turn. Now it's Anitra's turn.
Anita's gonna stay where she is. Thanalis looks like she's got it covered, so she's gonna shoot her Eldritch Blasts twice at this one.
Okay.
21 and
Hits.
19 plus 8 to hit.
Both hit.
Okay, so first one is 16. Second one is wait, can't be. I think 16 total. Yes,
So
16 total
okay, 16 total.
to this.
All right, you do 16 damage to that one. It's not looking bad, but it's also not looking good either. Is now the third one's turn. And it's just gonna take 5, 10, 15. It's gonna take its dash action just to get closer. 30 feet or 30? Is this 30 feet? That's 20.
No, that's 30. It was here,
30?
so that's...
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now should be top of the round, I think. Let's see. Unless, yeah, it would have been the one you killed. So it's Ulrich. It's your turn. It's Bilbis. It's your turn again.
Riddle, Rish, Bob.
Erase me, Bob.
Fenelus, you should not be there. Arr. And then he's gonna walk 5, 10, 15, 20. He's gonna go 20 because he can hit both. Actually, no, he'll be here. So 15. He can still hit it. And then he's gonna ignore that. Well, no, not stab it. Hammer. Hammer. D20. That most likely hit. 16 plus 9, so 25.
Hit it. Hit it. 25 to that. 25 damage on that one.
To hit.
That hits.
Okay. And oh, that's good. 15 plus 6, so I think
21.
yeah, 21.
22 damage. Or
21. Is it still there?
And that's on. That's on this one.
This one. Yeah.
Okay. That's number 4. 1 damage.
21 points, yeah.
Alright. It's looking pretty bad, but it's still alive.
And then I'm gonna bonus action hit it again.
For God's blessing.
You're gonna hit it again.
Yeah, 20.
Nat 20. Okay, this thing's probably dead. Roll.
And it does 12 points of damage.
It's looking. It's pretty much on death's door.
No,
It's
it's
not
not
looking
dead.
good. How could you? We will miss you, slime.
Oh, is it not dead yet?
It's not.
Almost.
Makes me sad.
Believe it's Ulrich. It's your turn.
Okay. I will step 10, 15 to get a better shot. And so the one in like that's like on Thetylus and the one next to it, are they both looking like bad, or is one looking like much worse than the other?
One that Thenelus is in is looking really bad.
And what about the one next to it? How is it looking?
That one is looking
Relatively untouched.
actually not looking bad. That one. One's looking pretty okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, why not? Let's go for it. I'm gonna first shoot the one that is like engulfing that. I'm not gonna shoot that one. I'm gonna shoot the one next to it. So I'm gonna shoot this one.
All right. Roll to hit.
And is Sentinel's within 5 feet of it?
Thenelus is like the this one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Unless you hit here. If you hit here, then it wouldn't be.
Well, as long as it's an ally within 5 feet.
Oh. Oh, sneak
Just
attack?
for no, for pack tactics.
No, it's 5 feet of you, not the enemy.
Oh no! This is what it. Hold on. This is what it says.
It's
for
5 feet of friends too. It's not just 5 feet of enemies.
Oh, this is just what it says for pack tactics for the race. It says you have advantage on attack rolls against creatures if at least one ally is within 5 feet of it. Is within 5 feet of the creature, and the ally isn't incapacitated.
Oh, well then the one that we killed here did not have advantage for, sadly.
Oh. I'm sorry. What about this one? Is there an ally within 5 feet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, first one, sharpshooter. That's both 218, so...
Both hit. Has a very low.
No, that was for one shot. So that's a 25 on the first one, and the second one is much worse. The second one is a 12.
How much damage total?
No, I'm just saying for the second hit is 12 to hit. Does that hit?
That still hits.
That hits? What's
It has
the
a
AC?
really.
Gelatinous cubes are not swift.
It has like
Alright,
a.
first.
Its AC is horrible.
Alright, first hit is 19 points of damage. And the second hit
Is this the one that Thenelus is right next to, or is this the other one?
the one that's not, yeah, the one that Thanos is next to, the one that's not almost dead.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright.
So in total, that's gonna be 28. I mean, not 28. 38 points of damage on this one.
What level are we at currently?
8.
8. Thank you.
That one is looking actually just as bad as the one Thenelus is next to now.
Oh my god, they're all almost dead. You know what? Because I haven't tried it out yet, I'm gonna use my War God's Blessing to make one more attack on that one, just to.
Alright.
Should I? You know, never mind. I'm not gonna do that. I'm saving it.
I think it's
So that's
Thenelus.
yeah, that's the end of my turn. I'm just gonna run 5, 10, 15 back here. Stay
Thenelus
out of range.
Thenelus, it's your turn.
taking out her giant great axe and is going to use Great Weapon Master on both of these, so one attack on each of them.
Okay.
Plus. Okay. Nope.
Yeah.
That's a natural one for one of them, and the other one is going to. That is a 19 minus. Is it 5?
Yeah.
You
No.
missed the first one, and the second one you hit.
Second one I hit. All right. So this is going to be. So that's going to be 27. How much when you're raging? Is it 2?
2.
What level are you?
I'm
It'll tell you.
8.
It'll tell you if you look at rage, because sometimes it changes.
Yeah, plus 2. So.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is 29 points of damage.
On the okay. On the second one, right?
On this one.
That one? Yeah, okay, that's what I figured. Yeah, that's dead.
All right, and Thenelus afterwards is going to just it's dead. You said right?
That's dead.
Going to like full dash over to this. Well, not dash, but like run over to this one and get in combat with it.
This one right here. This one's dead, so it's gone. All right.
This one. Does this one take an attack of opportunity?
Let's say yeah.
Okay.
Try to hit you with a pseudopod. That's 18 plus 4. Does a 22 hit you?
22 does hit.
6 acid damage.
6 acid? Okay.
That's 12 damage.
That is a-okay. Just barrel sprinting over, and I'll be right back.
Got it. It's now the... Is now the goose. Yeah. It's this one, yes, that one. It's gonna try and then go towards... Let's try to go towards you, Bilbus. Okay, it's gonna move, and it's gonna try to engulf you. Have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Never. Oh.
Is that plus anything?
It's 7.
What? 7?
7.
Yeah, you don't make it. You don't make it. You don't make it. The gelatinous cube engulfs you. The cube is now in your space, and you will take 3d6 acid damage. Wait. Why does it? Okay, it says and the creature takes 10 3d6 acid damage. That makes no sense.
What are you
No,
looking at?
10 is the average. Usually it'll give you the average. So it says 10, and then in parentheses it says 3d6,
Oh,
right?
it's gonna do 3d6 acid damage to you, and every turn you take 66 acid damage at the start of the cube's turn. So right now you're gonna take 3d6. You take 10 damage.
Yay. I mean, no.
And that should be its turn. And the next game.
I'm melting. I'm melting.
Next up is Anitra, because the second goo is dead.
Is going to shoot the one that's holding Bilbus.
Okay.
Thank you, Anitra.
A 20. And,
Hits.
14.
Both hit.
Okay, my 10s. Give me 10s. 8 damage total. Whap whap.
8 damage total on the Bill's one.
Yeah, the one that has Bilbus.
It is like about to die, but it's not dead yet.
Alas.
Is finally the third one, which is actually still pretty healthy looking. Wait, is this Thanalis? Yeah, it's Thanalis. It's gonna engulf Thanalis. Thanalis, let's see. Her deck save is +3. He put it in the chat, thankfully. Let's see. Rolled for him. I got a 19 +3. He makes it. He's fine. He does not get Thanalis does not get engulfed. Although she will be pushed back 5 feet. That's it for that slime's turn. It is Bilbus. It's back to your turn.
Bilbus is going to leave.
Bilbus is going to leave.
Boom.
You have to make a strength check, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh. I do? Can I attack it from with? Or no?
You have to make a strength check. You have to make a strength check.
Okay. Nope.
Oh, what do you get?
8.
You don't make it.
Also, I need to do I forgot to do a con save, so give me.
Save. Okay.
That fails. Oh no, wait, I have advantage.
What are you making a con? Oh, concentration.
It fails, I think.
Well, how
What's
much
the con
damage
save?
you take?
I think it did 10 damage. So, oh no, wait, I win. I think. Yeah, I'm fine. Never mind. My shield of faith is still up. Arr.
Okay. It is now Ulrich. It's your turn.
I'm gonna. So wait, so you can't hit it?
I guess.
I don't think you can. I'll check.
What happened?
When the cube moves, the engulfed creature moves with it. An engulfed creature can try to escape by taking an action. On a success, the creature escapes and enters the space within 5 feet of the cube. It doesn't really tell you if
Did you make a check?
I did. I failed.
Oh.
you made a check and he failed.
I'm gonna
is
take.
Thanos in one of them.
I know you actually. I rolled. You put your stuff in the chat, and I rolled for you, and you succeeded. So you didn't get engulfed.
I'm gonna take a shot at the one engulfing Bilbus, trying not to hit Bilbus.
Okay.
Bilbus appreciates the not hit.
12 plus 7, so that's a 19 to hit.
It's dead. It has 4 HP. It's dead.
Okay, and I'm gonna turn my attention to the last living one, and also take a shot at it. That's another 19 to hit.
That hits.
That's 23 points of damage.
It's looking still okay.
Sharpshooter is my favorite feat in this game. I love it so much.
Right. It is now, I believe.
And I will step 5, 10, 15 back where I was.
It is now Thanalis' turn. Thanalis, are you ready to wreck shop?
Thanos is going to crack her neck. and is going to take 2. Also, still with Great Weapon Master, both attacks on this thing.
All right.
That is that is a 19.
Hits.
I'm gonna roll for the next attack. That is a 18.
Damage? Or is that the hit?
No, that's for the second attack.
Okay, they both hit.
Okay. Thanos is going to do. Okay, that is. Oh, whoops. 1d12. That's 24.
Damage?
26 for the first.
Which for the second?
That's 24 for the second.
It's dead.
Woo!
I'm trying to kill the final cube.
Na-na-na-na, na-na-na.
You killed a cube. They're dead. Woo. Delete.
So
Oh,
I
turn
don't
your-
think it's.
They all turn back into mush.
So I don't think it's normal for cubes to be living inside any creature, especially not a dragon.
I agree. I agree.
So let's continue, maybe a bit more cautiously.
Which way do you guys want to go?
I'd say keep going straight ahead would be best. To over here. If you could see where I'm pointing.
Ah,
I mean, that's my vote.
In we go.
Yes, we do. Bilbus marches ahead. Dun, 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 dun.
I will
dun.
I will continue to walk with Anitra, and I will turn to her. I suggest we take a stealthier approach. Starting right now. Would you agree?
It can't hurt.
So I will stealth with Anitra. If she is stealthing with me.
I will stealth with you. Roll my stealth.
Wait, if you guys were gonna stealth, you could tell me.
You wandered off.
Anitra, take a D.
A what?
Take guidance. Take guidance for stealth. Ooh, I got a good stealth. I got 22.
You too?
17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 25.
Ooh.
I have to
Stealthy
math in my
boys.
head, gosh.
Who does that?
Who?
Let us-
What kind of monster?
Well, Anitra's gonna stick closer to the wall and kind of take a wide berth around, like, the center of things, and...
Yeah, I'll be right behind you.
Well, Bilbus is not smart, so
We're
he's
heading in this
going
direction.
ahead. Yes.
So
Good.
they're going ahead, and I'm guessing behind.
Thanos is not being cautious, just walking.
Are you once again rolling in the moist ground?
Yeah. Bilbus is gonna look in this room area. Is there anything special about it? AKA
It just seems like
perception?
it's like more flesh, just more like the same. I mean, it doesn't appear anything in this little room, but you do see that it continues on into another room. So there might be something there, but based on what you can just see with your sight right now, it doesn't seem like there's much.
Well then. Arrgh, I guess we go onwards. And then Bilbus looks back, sees they're not there, and is like, who cares? And then continues. Nah.
Dun 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 dun.
Bill, no.
The science guy.
Don't
Oh,
What does Bilbus see?
You're going over to this pool of water?
No.
No?
Bilbus does not trust it.
Oh, that's water? I mean, I'm not really there. I can't see
Thanos will.
it.
Bilbus would say, "Stop, Dunless. Do not do it. I died to water. Water is not safe."
Right, this time was touch.
It's just gonna like hold out a finger like inches before touching the water. And then
Okay,
touch
so
it.
you're touching the water. I want you to make you're touching the water.
Yes.
I want you to make a Constitution saving throw. What did you get?
Oh,
23.
Yeah, you as soon as you put your finger in, you notice that like just like how it was, you weren't Spears, you weren't here for it, but like it's like the same exact kind of stomach acid you saw before. It is very like you put your finger in and it starts to burn, and you immediately pull your finger out. Maybe perhaps it's not the best to just jump in there. Also, I will note that you like the how it like the way it seems like you can like walk around the pool is that it's just like a giant, it's not perfectly square, but it's just kind of like a pool of this liquid in between the room, and there's this little alcove in there. However, as soon as you do touch the water, just the water just kind of, or the liquid just kind of just moves a little bit, but not much else.
Is this water alive?
You want to make a nature check?
Sure. Let's see. What's your nature, Thanos? All right, -2. Let's go.
Fantastic.
Nope.
Damn.
Oh, a 0?
I mean, I've run a -1 before when I check.
Okay,
Damn.
Thanos, you got okay. You know what? It's water. It's some type of liquid. It's some type of, digestive fluid. No, you only live you're down here, right? I mean, come on, why not have it? Looks a little tasty. I don't know.
I've felt this before. I've seen this liquid before.
It's acid.
I've
Dunless.
seen it.
I would like to nature the acid to see, is it like supposed to be pooling here, or is it like supposed to be draining or something? Nope, I don't know.
Usually, like Spears or like with Fenolus, it's just like acid, some type of bodily fluid. That's all you know.
Ironically, I have the same roll because mine is also a minus. I got the exact same roll of 0. That is
It
weird.
looked kind of tasty.
It looks kind of tasty. Perhaps take a swig.
Bilbus doesn't trust water. He died to it.
I'm gonna look to Anitra. I feel like they would have died now if there's some dangers there. You want to you want to see what's up?
And just nods and heads over.
Come on, do you guys still have water walking on you?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
it
it
lasts
lasts
only
for an hour.
We have water
Yeah.
walking.
Yep.
Thanos is gonna try to do a cannonball.
Wait,
That's gonna hurt.
you can't
It's
do
gonna be
it though.
slamming
That's solid.
against solid water, like
It's basically
All
like
right.
doing a cannonball into concrete.
exactly. So I'll allow it, but I want you to roll.
Oh yeah, I will. Thanos isn't smart. She will do it.
Okay, roll. I guess I'm just gonna roll bludgeoning damage on that. Just, I got a nat 20. Then let's
So
see.
how much damage do I take?
It's a basic bludgeoning damage, like 4, like a D4. Let's see. Nat 20, but you're lucky it's only a D4 because you take 6 damage, but it hurt like hell.
Then
I will
also
say-
land in the pool and just cry, and just one sullen tear
Danilis!
will just
Well,
It's
why?
like that one. It's like that one meme, like lay down and try not to cry.
yeah. Then
I will
also,
say, okay, which part of the pool are you doing this on? Here,
Oh.
here, where? Here?
Yep.
Here. Okay. All right. Well, so you jump over there and you do a cannonball on basically solid water. It hurts, although nothing really happens.
I'm sad.
Danilis, can you please
I'm gonna
stop
No.
causing
I'm
destruction?
I'm
No.
gonna get
This
a
is
little
someone's
closer, and I'm
stomach.
gonna try a perception check to see if there's anything in this acid. I'm gonna tell
Okay.
everyone to be quiet, just in case we disturb anything. So perception plus. Oh, that's really good. 25.
5.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see much. You do feel like you hear like the slightest sound of like
The swish and the
you can
swoosh.
barely hear it, but it sounds like the slightest sound of like a frog, which is like a really weird thing to find here, you'd think.
I'm gonna look at everyone. And I'm gonna put like my finger to my lips, and I'm gonna like do like a motion to like walk around the pool, and I'll attempt to stealth.
Attempt to stealth. All right.
Bilbis will do same.
I'm gonna check.
Anita's hanging back and watching for now.
Dennis will sit down and just continue to be sad that she couldn't cannonball.
I'm stealthing. Amazing stealth. 27 stealth. To get around the.
Okay. What did you guys get?
I
Well,
have a
well, that-
17, and he said he got a what?
Okay.
Will that let me get all the way
And he
around
has
the
a
sir?
get around the pool. Both of you aren't like spotted by anything. You're both fine.
What's here?
So the other side of the pool,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
look around and yeah, side of the pool, you just see like you find in like tucked into like a certain like different like pile of like flesh. You see an orb.
I will
Wait, don't touch it
make.
yet.
Yeah, I'm not
Poke
gonna
it.
touch it.
Poke
Don't
it.
poke it. Don't poke it. I'm making an
But I want-
Arcana check, casting guidance on, and I'm gonna Arcana this orb, if it is at all magic. Ilvis, can you like detect magic? Can you tell me if this is magical first?
I could, but I don't really want to use a spell right now. I don't have
Alright,
many left.
I'm making an Arcana check with guys. That's a crit.
It's a crit.
Natural 20. Do you want the total?
With that, you know this orb maybe has a small amount of magic in it, but really it's not really magical. It's more so something that would be put or placed into something. It's kind of like it's not like an orb that has like a magic in and of itself. You think it maybe goes to some greater whole rather than it just being an orb.
Would I know
Like
what exactly it would kind of go to?
it's a nat 20. I'm gonna say you'd imagine that it's gonna like either combine or fit with a couple other orbs of similar size, but different colors.
And there's only this one orb here.
Only just one. You only see one orb.
I will gesture to
can-
Bilbis.
Yeah,
Tell
I
him
can
to
carry it.
Tell him to pick it up.
Bilbis would try and carry it, but without touching it with his bare skin.
Okay.
He'll use like baggy
Imagining you're
hands
like
and then
using
like
your
lift
hat.
it.
You're using your hat or something.
No, my hat's precious. I used a coat.
I used to go. I make one more perception check as you guys are walking back around the pool.
Okay, should I make another stealth check?
What he said.
Yes, I would like the two of you to make another stealth check.
I'll cast guidance on Bilbus.
I'm glad. Okay. What's guidance?
Add a D4 to your roll. I got a 20. I got a not natural 20, just 20.
Okay.
Ooh, that's good for you, Bilbus. I hope.
It
Plus
actually
3.
is. That is a 13, I think.
Oh,
Is
that's
this
right. 'Cause
13?
you have what is it? You have proficiency in stealth, don't you?
Yeah, so it's a
For
13.
your-
So,
Alright.
Ulrich, you make your
Yeah.
way across the same way you did before, and it's fine. You make it across and nothing happens. Bilbus, you're holding this orb and you're kind of distracted, and you end up stepping in like what seems to be like a very like kind of like a growth or a mass or some type of cyst inside this dragon, and it just like oozes out, and suddenly you just like in the water in the middle of the pool kind of like starts gyrating a little bit, and out from the pool is a water elemental that just starts sucking up all the water. Like the water goes into its body.
Ooh.
Bilbus runs with orb to group
Okay.
over water. 5, 10,
Is it
15,
trying to
20,
hit us?
25, 30.
It's gonna
30
start.
feet.
It's gonna try and follow Bilbus.
Can I eat this?
You're gonna try and eat the acid so you could suck up and eat the water elemental.
No, I'm asking the group.
No, don't do that.
No.
How about you just hit it really hard?
No, I'm gonna hit it really hard. That I can do, and he's gonna swing down.
Say it's gonna get to like right here. It's
Yeah,
over.
Do we?
Huh?
I'm asking if we get like a surprise round or something, or if we have like a round of.
Let's say you have a round to prepare or do something.
Thanos was going
I'm
to
gonna
slap
I'm
down
gonna
on the
shoot it.
floor.
Okay, let's. Do you want to keep your last initiatives and then just roll this thing into it, or do you want a new initiative?
I mean, it depends on
I
what you
don't
want.
Looks
I don't
more
mind
up
either
to you.
way. DM, you decide.
Okay, you know what? Because you guys all got pretty good initiatives, so I'm just gonna leave you all then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanalis would like to slap down on the orb, and I know Ulrich is also going to shoot it.
Well,
No,
first up,
I'm shooting the water element.
Oh, okay.
Wait, are you taking my orb?
I was told to slam it, so that's what I'm gonna do.
No, I'm talking about the elemental.
Oh, I was told the orb.
Make it.
No, Bilbus is obviously
Make
looking
an
at the element.
intelligence check to see if she knows what Bilbus is saying.
I would
Alright.
say that too.
How much is my minus here?
I think 2.
Yeah, it's 2.
Alice, you're pretty sure. You're pretty sure that Bilbus was gonna try and give you the water element.
So for the water elemental, they're saying, okay, I'll shift my attention to the water.
The thing chasing me is enemy.
So whose turn is it first?
First, we're keeping the same initiative. So first up is still Ulrich.
Bilbus.
Yeah, Bilbus goes first.
Bilbus, then Ulrich. Bilbus, you're first.
I actually am able to reach it from where it is, so I'm gonna hit it.
Okay.
Your long arm.
Yeah. So I'm gonna like hold the thing with one hand and then hold my hammer mace thing with the other and then whack it with a nice little D20. Oh, I don't whack it.
Oh yeah, no, you don't. Sorry, Bilbus. Up next in the initiative.
No, Bilbus has bonus action.
Well, then do your
And
bonus action,
movement.
Bilbus.
Bilbus has bonus action and movement. So with movement, he's gonna be like, sorry, Fenelus, I wanna, so. And he's gonna move with the thingy 5. Well, it would have to go past, so like 5, 10, 15, 20. No, he wouldn't go that way. He'll go like 20, like here.
Okay, so where are you? Okay.
I'll go like
Right
here.
here?
Yeah, where I'm at.
Okay.
And I'll place the orb thing like behind me on the ground so it doesn't get taken. And I can have both hands if I can. Yeah.
Okay. It should be next. Is that it for your turn?
Now that's it.
Okay. Now it's Ulrich's turn.
I'm gonna shoot it. First one's gonna be sharpshooter. I was known for like 5 feet, so I don't have advantage. So it's just a straight roll. That's 18 on the first hit, and second one is gonna be 7. Second one's a 14 to hit.
They both hit. They both hit.
He muted. So
I think Marco had to go for a sec.
Ah, okay. Well, they do both hit, so I guess we'll wait till he comes back.
Should I start going on my turn and then when Marco gets back, he can roll his damage?
Wait,
he's back.
I'm back.
You hit both points.
Okay. All right, I'm just gonna give you the total, okay?
Got you. That's easy.
37 points of damage.
Nice. Okay.
And I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15 down there.
37 points of damage?
Yeah, 37.
Wait, question. Because of the fact that Ulrich was technically stealth, does he get advantage?
No, it doesn't matter. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Oh.
I mean, he probably already saw us. Whatever.
70. Okay. All right. Is that it for your turn, or what else are you doing?
Yeah, that's all I got.
You got? All right. It should be Thanos, you're up.
Thanos is gonna go. Is going to go into another rage as a bonus action. So let me roll the d8. I'll let you know what that is. Oh, the same thing happened.
This is part of the reason why I moved.
Oh.
To prevent something like this happening again.
Who's within 30 feet of me?
Me.
Other than goddamn Ulrich again. Or sorry, Bilbus again.
Just me.
Is Anitra?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope, you're not. You're just out of the race.
Stop hitting me!
Wait, I need to see how much damage.
Okay.
Just roll a 10.
Oh, it's a D10, isn't it? No, not that one. Is it plus anything? No,
No,
it's
I
just
don't
a
believe
D10.
so.
No.
Minor problem. My roll 20 isn't opening, so yeah.
You take another 6 points of damage, and
Very
so
nice.
does the creature. So I get
Yay.
12
Okay, so I take
back.
6. Okay, so 6. All right. You already done a pretty good chunk of damage to this bad boy.
Thanos, I would like you to know, all the damage that I have taken was caused by you.
Because of me.
No, wait, except... No, that's not true. I take it back.
Well, a lot of it. So hold on. So she's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 behind it. Gonna take her axe and 2 great weapon master strikes down at the top of it.
Okay. Rolled hit.
18 minus 5. 13.
Hit. Just misses.
Okay, this is the second one. 22, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 17.
Hits.
Okay, this one's going to take. That's going to be 18 plus 2, so 20 points of damage.
Ooh. Okay. This thing is already
Pirouette.
pretty badly hurt already.
I don't think I can. What's a pirouette? Is that a? I already used all my actions, so maybe next turn.
You know,
Oh yeah, you even used your bonus.
next turn we'll deal with that. It's Anitra's turn now.
Anitra is going to cast Mind Thrust at the thing. It needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Yeah,
Ooh, I haven't heard that before.
Does a 10 make it?
No. So it is going to take 16 points of psychic damage. In next round, the only thing it could do is dash or disengage.
Great.
Ooh, that's good.
You scare the water.
The water is very scared.
She punched it in its brain with her brain, essentially.
Brain punch.
Brain punch. Is that your turn?
Yep. She's gonna hang out where she is.
Okay, well, it would be Water Elemental's turn. Would be Water Elemental's turn, but Water Elemental's just gonna sit there and just like
Be scared.
I
Just
can't
be
do
scared.
anything.
it's like it's just like fucking water. It's just like you never saw water like shiver in its like place because it's scared, but this is some
He's shaking
scared
in
ass
his
water.
boots.
It's
That
shaking
water,
in his
that water
water
element
boot.
was all like,
Scared ass water elemental. This turn, okay, we're gonna go back to the top of the round. But before we do that, I'm gonna roll two things. If we get it over a 10, something happens. No, not on the first one. Not on the second one. Okay, it is now. I believe it's Bilbus.
If I move closer, are we doing flanking or no?
We already decided that we were doing flanking.
Yay. So I'm gonna flank the thing. Oh. You're being called out, Venelis.
Do you see the? I see it. I see the pirouette.
That is a 12 plus weapon. What is weapon? 9, so that is a 21. Does it hit?
Much? What to hit?
21.
Hits.
Okay. Does 14 plus 6, 20 points of damage.
2 damage.
20.
2 damage.
And then it's gonna bonus action. Absolutely nothing. He's saving his spells.
Rick, it's your turn.
okay, I will. 5, 10, 15, 25, no, 20, 25. And there's an ally within 5 feet, I believe, right?
Yeah.
There is a.
I will take 2 strikes, both sharpshooter.
Very nice.
First one is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Second one is a another 15 to hit.
Hits.
So I'm gonna give you the total for this.
At least 20.
15. 49 points of damage.
Oh, it's dead.
How'd you want to do
It's
this?
dead.
I killed water with a gun.
The
That's all I
water,
need.
and like, as I said, the water elemental sucked up all the pool, so it was kind of one being of water. It just kind of like drops and starts raining this like acid water on you.
Run.
Chocolate rain.
Let rain. I think we're out of combat.
In the center of the pool, do I see anything?
The center of the pool, what?
In the center of the now empty pool, is there anything special?
No, it seems that you got what was this thing was basically in like kind of guarding or whatever, and that's the orb. You do notice that like the pool, like some of the pools of water that are like falling from where the being was like the water elemental died, are just kind of like dropping down and remaking the pool again.
Bilbus says onwards.
Before you guys leave, I will make one more roll to see if something happens. Okay.
Okay.
If I get over a 10, I did not get over a 10. You guys are fine.
Can I ask what was going to happen?
You were gonna have two other like smaller creatures would have come out to fight you.
Ooh.
Bilbus friends. Well, not
I'm
really.
guessing there are
just
probably more of those orbs. Because from what I got, they kind of there's like more, and they kind of like connect. I think that's what's gonna happen if we find more.
Well, there was a dead end in the previous area. Maybe there's one there, but let's first go onwards, I guess.
Yeah, let's see what this place has to offer.
Okay.
Arg.
What time
Arg.
is it? It's
Arg.
9 something.
Yeah, 9:15. Bilbus, Thanos never got to pirouette. I'm sad now.
Oh, Thanos didn't get to pirouette.
You want me to pirouette? I can do it right here.
It's
No,
dead.
It's dead.
Oh.
We have
What
a moment,
now?
a moment of silence.
Bilbus is sad. Doesn't take his
For the
orb thing.
pirouette.
Yeah, Bilbus takes his orb thing and like sadly walks back.
So, remind me, I'm not wire here.
We're fixing his tummy ache.
Yeah.
Mm. Have you tried Pepto-Bismol?
I don't think they have that in hell.
I actually have lesser restoration, but I don't think it's gonna work. So, you know.
Have you tried?
James, okay, I'm gonna be honest. If you try to lesser restoration on this dragon, if you get 3 nat 20s in a row, I'll say it worked. But unless you get like it's triple disadvantage, and you,
Try it. Do it.
I gotta do it now. You can't. I'm casting lesser restoration. You said how many d20s?
3, and you have to get a nat 20 on all.
I got a nat
of
20.
them. Okay.
Did something happen?
Because you got a nat 20, you just like you touch like I'm gonna say you touch the dragon, and only Anitra hears this. Anitra hears the dragon kind of like in its regular thoughts, and from just saying pain, like it hurts, and instead of saying like where is it, it's like it. You hear for a second the dragon say, took it. It should like, are they back? You know what I mean? That's what you hear for just a moment before it goes back to the regular.
I think this needs to go somewhere else than here.
I agree. Can I move the thingy, or do you move the thingy?
You can hold it. Like actually, let me actually make it edited so you can move it if you want to.
Also, I have a question, just real quick.
Okay.
Are we stopping here, or are you guys gonna keep going? Because I think I have to turn in.
We could probably stop here. It's probably a pretty good moment to stop if you guys want to.
Cool.
Can we like in this room have like a nice little short rest or something? Cause I need my
Actually, I would
spells.
probably allow you to have a short rest in that room.
Alright, we're gonna short rest then.
Sure.
Bilbus, do you need spell slot?
Bilbus does.
Thanos will walk over to Bilbus, put his hands on his head and give him a kiss on his forehead, and will give Bilbis, where is it? One of the magic reserves. As an action, you can touch a creature and roll a d4. The creature recovers an expended spell slot of a level equal to the number.
Oh, I forgot that barbarian subclass is like broken.
Oh, you should see what I get at level 10.
Oh,
Wait,
God.
Level
don't
1
you get a
spell slot back.
don't you get to roll like a d6 at some point?
At level 10, I can, if something attacks me as a reaction, I can impose on them 3d6 force damage.
Oh,
Alright.
so I get a first level spell back?
Yep.
That's actually the spells I'm running low on, so that's nice.
Alright.
All right. If we're gonna end here, that was good. When I joined.
You joined it like
Alright.
the perfect moment because we just started the dungeon.
Adios.
Let me
friends.
roll hit points to heal so they see.
Yeah, I only took like 5 points of damage from something. I forgot what.
I hope you had some enjoyment today. There's a lot of dungeon. I've never had dungeon before. It was like learning experience.
I think you're doing a good job.
Thank you. It was. I had to figure out how to do stuff. That's hard.
I am enjoying this meat dungeon.
It's a meat dungeon.
Meat. So, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
We'll hopefully have another session on Friday.
Yes, and here I will end the stream. So
Goodbye.
goodbye, internets.
To the